Okay, so the wall drill works like this. What we're going to do is we're going to have them in good setting position. Her right foot is forward, her feet are right below her hips, her legs are bent. She's leaning forward, this is good. And she's going to have the ball up on her hairline. Okay? Now notice when she's doing this drill that her thumb is close to her fingers like this when she's doing this drill. And the reason for that is because if she were to move her thumb, she'd start grabbing the ball, almost as if she were palming it. Okay, and we don't want that when we're setting. We want this ball to come all the way into our hand and work on this motion of bending our wrist back. So her thumb is going to be close to her fingers. This is good. She's going to push the ball up the wall and allow it to come all the way back in and rest every single time. This is really good. Go ahead, Bree. Do the same thing. And we want to stress that they do this drill really slow. They can push the ball fast, but then they wait, and then they push again. Okay, let's do it incorrectly. We're just kind of like this. That's not correct. Okay, what we're working on is the ball coming all the way back in every time. So we can push it fast, but we hold it and let it rest in our hand. Now we do the same thing with the other hand, because when you're setting, both hands have to be, equally as good. If one hand is better at this drill than the other, you're going to have ball handling errors quite often. Okay, so we have to practice our left hand just as much as our right. And one is always more difficult for all the players, no matter how long they've been setting. Going breeze is really nice. Janae, good job. As they get older, I get on them about more things too, like staying in setting position the whole time. Janae likes to kind of do the hip lean thing like this. Okay. She wants to be balanced. Her toes are forward. Good. And balance your weight. You're leaning onto your right foot. I want your weight balanced. There we go. Good. And Bree would probably just need to lean forward just a little bit more. Now what might happen with a lot of players, they're too close to the wall, so they need to back up, but then lean back forward again so they can get proper distance with the ball. They want to be about, their elbow maybe 8 to 12 inches away from the wall, that's it. And when they're doing this drill, the only thing that moves is their hand. Okay, we don't want this. Can you guys move your arm for this drill? No, they can't. I'll do it. Let me do it incorrectly. Okay, slide this way. This is incorrect. And a lot of players will do this. Versus everything is still, just my hand is moving. Not this. And this is the other mistake where they'll actually grab the ball with their thumb very far away from their fingers, and when we contact the ball when we're setting, our entire hand is on the ball. The only thing that's not is my palm when I set, versus setting with our finger pads, or kids think it's fingertips, but this is fingertips and we know this isn't right. Okay, so we want that ball to come all the way into our hands. The only part that doesn't contact it is our palm. So continue. Okay, so let's say that we did 200 and 200, and now we're going to do 500 with both hands. Okay. Again, this is a great drill for setters. It's a ton of contacts on the ball, and it takes a very short amount of time. I would give them homework every night. They could do, I would say, 500 contacts in just a few minutes if they're doing it well and paying attention the whole time. When they're doing this right now, you can see Janae, and her hands are starting to go crazy a little bit. Okay, she's starting to lose that triangle every single time, where her hands now are starting to look more like this versus staying in that triangle every time. What I would do is I would say slow down. That's better. And if your hands are not correct, you should be fixing them every single time. Okay, so you have to go slow enough to see your hands. Are they correct? Good, I can push again. If not, I gotta fix them and then push again. Okay, go ahead. So slow down. There, that's better. Again, you can push that ball fast to the wall, but then you slow down, take a look, make sure you're correct, and then you can push it. Good. Very nice. Okay, let's stop.